Life is like a rocket. You have to understand that most of the fuel is burnt in the first stage, in the liftoff. That's the hardest part. It takes the most amount of effort. And so does life and success. The first part, and I'm not talking about the fact that you should be young. No, I'm talking about success. I'm talking about trying to do something, trying to pull yourself up from being a nobody to being a somebody. You have to understand that you have to put in so much effort that you will doubt your own capabilities of doing so. Your own ideas will change tremendously. You have to understand that if you were not lucky to be born in the right family, with the right connections, with the right biology, and the right upbringing, you will probably have to put in more work than everyone else. That's the point. If it doesn't come easy to you, you will always have to be a tryhard. And that's exactly what I am. Nothing has come easy to me. I had to work for everything that I have so much, more than everyone else. And when I showed them how to do what I do, they had more success because I had nobody, but they had me to show them what to do. But you see, that opportunity that I gave them, they didn't appreciate it, even though it was better than my opportunity, because they didn't fight for it. They didn't go through a personal transformation in order to get to that success. It was never hard for them. So they don't understand, they cannot appreciate how easy it is to have that success. They view that as the first step. They don't view the 10 steps that I climbed for them in order to have that opportunity. You see, most people are not lucky. Most people do not have the right genetics. Most people are not in the right family or don't have the right connections. You have to understand that if you find yourself between these people, if you are one of them, you have to put in 3 times, 5 times, 10 times the effort just to get noticed. I know it's hard. I know it's painful to hear this because all you do is effort. All you do is work, effort over and over and over again every single day. But you have to keep it in mind that the rocket, once it has escaped the atmosphere, it coasts. It is so much easier to just fly, to just achieve the things that you want to do with minimum effort. And that's why when you look at successful people, you just look at them and don't understand how they can put in so little effort and yet have so many results that you cannot have. It is because they had liftoff before they've even been born, by genetics, by affluence, by everything else. It is so rare to see someone who is a nobody rise up and be a somebody in their lifetime. It is so interesting to see. And if you are feeling like that is your story, that is the thing that you are trying to do, and you just go at it every single day, but you feel like it doesn't work and it doesn't work, and you're banging your head against the wall and it never breaks, and you only have this struggle, you have to understand that once you achieve liftoff, things will become easier. And you have to really understand that even if you never achieve liftoff, you're gonna be in the air. You're gonna be better than when you started. No matter what happens, even if you never achieve the things that you want to do, even if you never have your ambitions realized, you will be in a better situation. Effort goes away. You have to understand that all the effort that you've put in the past no longer feels so heavy. You cannot even remember the effort that you put 3 years ago in your career, in your dreams, in your business. You cannot even remember the effort, how it felt. You have to understand that our mind just paints with a broad brush. It doesn't matter. It looks at results. What did you do in those years? And that's the point. It is hard. It is difficult to achieve liftoff. But once you do, it is coasting. You're just going to be a different person, a different animal, a different beast. You're just going to have so much more potential. You're going to have so many more skills and so many more opportunities just because you have achieved liftoff. But most people don't. They just settle, and settle they shall. They will never be somebody. If you really care about this, and if you really want to achieve the things that you want and be somebody, all you have to do is put in more effort than everyone else, because everybody else is doing the same as well. And you cannot even fathom how much more effort other people are putting in. Cannot even understand what they are doing. If you saw someone who is dedicated and obsessed with becoming somebody, you will understand the level of dedication that it takes, and the level of effort, and the level of expertise and experience that they are willing to achieve, to get, to actually achieve the things that they want. It is so interesting to look at these things. It is never easy. And if it's easy, then it means you won the lottery. You were lucky. If it's easy for you because of opportunities, because of relationships, because of the things that you have been born with, consider yourself lucky. For most people, it's not like that. It's much more difficult. Don't listen to the people who are extremely successful telling you that it's easy to be successful. It is easy to do all of these things. It is maybe for them. But understand that you do not have the same opportunities. You do not have the same upbringing. You do not have the same biology, the same experiences, the same trauma. You do not have all of these things. So, of course, it's going to be different, if not harder. And that's the thing that you should learn. You should understand that our mind does not want to put in any effort at all. It just wants comfort. It just wants to sit down and not do anything. It doesn't want adventure. It doesn't want happiness. It wants to just continue existing with as minimum effort as possible. So if you want something more, you have to do so much. All of the effort is in the beginning, in the liftoff. And it takes a while until you burn all that fuel and you achieve liftoff. After that, it's sort of a breeze. You just have to coast and not fail, not crash. That's all you have to do. Not get so complacent that you start losing altitude again. That's the point. If you understand it, you will have a slight chance of actually becoming somebody. Trust me, it's difficult. And it is going to be extremely difficult. The most difficult thing that you will do in your entire existence. And it's probably not going to be worth it, because you're going to have to put in so much more effort. And once you achieve that level, everyone else who's there hasn't really put in as much effort as you did. So you will always feel like you got the worst deal. But it's the only deal that you can take.